All right, welcome to Array to Standard Algorithm 2. So we're going to continue looking at how the standard algorithm works, and by the end of today, you should start to at least feel comfortable with it, if not feel excellent with it. So we're going to start over here with 47 times 28. If you get out a notebook, a piece of paper, something to write on so you can follow along, that would be the best, and then we'll kind of go over the worksheet and what you should be doing. All right, so the very first thing we're going to do is estimate. So go ahead and make an estimate for 47 times 28. And I'm going to do the same. So here I'd round up both, so 50 times 30. So my estimate's going to be 1,500. And now we're going to move over and we're going to do the, oops, I forgot to write the 20 there. The array model. Remember, we're going to start with A now, kind of get us in the habit, because that's when we're doing the standard algorithm, we will start with 8 times 7. So we kind of want to go in that same pattern. So 8 times 7 is 56. 8 times 40 is 320. 20 times 7, 140. And then 20 times 40 to give us 800. Then we add all those, but we're going to do that work down here. All right, so here's our partial products method. So we have A, which is 8 times 7, which is 56, and then 8 times 40, which is 320, and then 20 times 7, 140, 20 times 40, 800, and then we add all those up. So we have 6 plus 0 is 6, 5 plus 2 is 7, plus 4 is 11. Carry that 1. 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 1 is 5, plus 8 is 13. So 1,316 is our answer, and that looks close to 1,500. Oops. That's close to 1,500, so that feels pretty good. Let me double check my math here. 5, 7, 11, carry 1, 4. 13, that looks pretty good. All right, so we can also do the standard algorithm. And I'm going to go step by step. I'll talk about what I'm doing and why, so that you can start to see where these numbers are coming from. Okay, so we should be able to find all of these numbers that we're using as we're doing it. It might look a little weird. It might also remind you of different algorithms that you've learned. There's a lot of times we multiply and then we add, and it might seem a little strange, but hopefully by the end this starts to make sense and you see it. All right, so very first thing I'm going to do is multiply 8 by 7. So 8 by 7 is 56. So I write the 6 down in the ones, but I have to take that 5 groups of 10, and I have to write it somewhere else. Where am I going to write it? You're right, I'm going to write it above the 4. So that should remind you of the addition algorithm. When we have that, when we have a 10, we put it over, we carry it over. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. So now I'm going to do 8 times 4, but it's not really 8 times 4, it's 8 times 40. So I have 8 times 40 is 320. And then I have to add this other 5, which is 50. So what's 320 plus 50 is 370. And I can't forget my 6 there, and I add that all together. 370 plus 6 is 376. 376. And you should see that here, this A and B together is 376. And that makes sense because that was 8 times 7 and 8 times 40, which is just what we just did. Okay, so we have 376 at this point. The next thing is to cross out that 5 because I don't want to get confused later. All right, now I'm moving over to my 2, but it's not a 2. It's a 20. So the first calculation is 20 times 7. What's 20 times 7? 20 times 7 is 140. So again, I'm going to write my 0 here, my 4 in the tens for 40, and now I need to carry the 1. Okay, now my 1 is 100, okay? And so now I have 20 times 40, which is 800, but now I need to carry and do that other 100, which is 9. So now I have 900. So now I have these partial products. I need to add them together. And I have 6 plus 0 is 6. 7 plus 4 is 11. Carry the 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. Plus 9 is 13. And lo and behold, we have the same answer. All right, so if we take a look at everything here, we see in this one we have 4 partial products, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we also have 4 partial products, 1, 2, 3, 4. But here we only have 2. Okay, and where do they come from? Well, hopefully you see here that we have this A and B, and we add those together, we get that 376. Again, this calculation as well. That's 376. And then here, this 800 plus 140, that gets us our 940, which is the same thing here. Okay, so that's where all these numbers are coming from. And you just have to kind of get used to the steps and to keep things in mind as you're going along. Oops. All right, now we're going to go into our problem and investigation packet. We're going to be looking at understanding the standard algorithm, page 1 of 2. I'm going to go through an example. If you are feeling, excited and you want to try this yourself first, please do, and pause the video and go for it. First, we're going to go over the standard algorithm, what that looks like. Then we're going to use that information down here to make sure that we are correct, and then answer some questions. And then on the next page, that's the one where you really should be rocking and rolling on your own, and then using the video to check your work. All right. So it says let's use the standard algorithm first. So here we go. We have 6 times 6 is 36. I write my 6 and carry my group of 3 tens over here. Now I have 6 times 40 is 240. Plus another 30, which is 270, plus my 6 is 276. Now I have 30 times 6 is 180. I'm going to carry that 100 up there, and now I have 30 times 40 is 1200, plus the 100 is 1300, and then I'm going to add those two products together. 6 plus 0 is 6, 7 plus... I didn't do my estimate. So 50 times 40, I'm going to do 2 here because they're both close to 5. So sometimes that throws us off. So I have 50 times 40 is what, 2,000. And then 40 times 30 is 1,200. Oof, look at that big range. All right, 7 times 8 is 15. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 3 is 6. And then 1 is 1,656. That kind of makes sense because it's kind of in between those two numbers. All right, so let's check our work, make sure we did this correctly. So we have A, which is 6 by 6, which is 36. B, 6 by 40, which is 240. C, 30 times 6, which is 180. And then D, 30 times 40, which is 1,200. Over here, A was 6 by 6. Giving us 30. I want to make sure I do that better. 36. We had 6 times 40, which is equal to 240. 30 times 6, which is equal to 180. And then 30 times 40, which is equal to 1,200. 6 plus 0 is 6. 3 plus 4 is 7. Plus 8 is 15. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 1 is 4, plus 2 is 6, and 1,656, which is what I got up there. Whew. Maybe I should check that with a calculator to make sure I'm right as well, but no, I'm going to have faith in myself here. All right, so it says, can you find the numbers we got by using the sketch and the 4 partial products method in the standard algorithm? Where are they? So again, if we have this 276, that's here. That's this A and B together. That's 276. 1,380, that's D and C together. That gives us the 1,380. And then the 1,656, that's all 4 things added together. And look at number 2. What are some things you need to pay attention to when you use the standard multiplication algorithm? I can tell you one of the things that's really, really important is you should be estimating. I know they don't have, and I don't think they have a place to force you to estimate, but you really should, because you can get confused using this algorithm very simply. Like sometimes people will forget to put the 0 there. They'll just have like 138 down here, which completely changes your answer to what, like something like 400. So if you haven't gone through estimating and you're like, I used the algorithm, I got 450, I'm good to go, check. Then you're going to get things incorrect. So that's why we estimate, is really when we're using kind of, when we're starting to learn an algorithm, it really helps us to know if we've done a small error that has really thrown off our whole calculation. All right, so have fun with this practice. You're going to get to learn the standard algorithm, which is awesome. And again, pause and use the video as you see fit. But I'm going to go ahead and solve this stuff now. Practice on your own. For each problem, use the standard algorithm to get the answer. Then complete the area model for the problem by labeling each region. Finally, write out the 4 partial products and add them to double check your work with the standard algorithm. Alrighty, 8 times 3 is 24. I carry my group, 2 groups of 10. Now 8 times 40 is 320, plus 20 is 340, plus my 4 is 344, crossing out my 2. Now I have 30 times 3 is 90. And I don't have to carry anything. So hopefully you didn't get all stressed out about that. 30 times 40 is 1200. Plus my 90 is 1290. Now I need to add those together. 4, 13, 6, 1, 1634. I should probably think about 40 times 40 is about 1600, so that seems about right. And let's check to make sure. 8 times 3 is 24. 8 times 4 is 320, so that's 344. 30 times 3 is 90. 30 times 40 is 1200. So we have 24, 320, 90, and 1200, giving us 4. 2 plus 2 is 4, 13, 4, 6, 1634. Super. Alrighty. 9 times 5, that's 45, carrying my group of 10, my 4 groups of 10. 9 times 30, 270, plus 40 is 310. And my 5 there, I have to remember that. Cross out that 4. 20 times 5 is 100. Carrying my 1 group of 100. 20 times 30 is 600, plus my 100 is 700. Ah, yeah, 20 times 35, 700. Going to add those together. I didn't do my estimate. 30 times 30, 900. 30 times 40, 1200. Somewhere in between 900 and 1200. 5, 1, 1015 seems to be correct. 9 times 5 is 45. 9 times 30 is 270. 20 times 5 is 100. 20 times 30 is 600. A is 9 times 5 is 45. B, we have 9 times 30 is 270. C is 20 times 5, which is 100. And the D is 20 times 30, which is 600. Then we add these together. 5, 4 plus 7 is 11. 3, 4, and 1015. Is that right over here? Yay. All right, lasty. Oops. Not even. Oh, what did I do? Oh, I messed everything up. That's recording. All right, lasty here. 40 times 40, let's actually estimate first. 1600. I'm going to write that up here. Okay. 7 times 2 is 14. Carry my 1 group of 10. 7 times 40 is 280. Plus my 1 group of 10 is 290. Plus my 4 is 294. Cross out that 1. 30 times 2 is 60. not carrying anything because I didn't get 100. And then we have 30 times 40 is 1200 plus my 60 is 1260. I'm going to add everything. 4 plus 0 is 4. 9 plus 6 is 15. 1 plus 2 is 3. Plus 2 is 5. 1,554. That's pretty close to 1,600, so I feel pretty good about that. They want us to draw the lines now. 7 times 2 is 14. 7 times 40 is 280. 30 times 2 is 60. 30 times 40 is 1,200. A was 7 times 2 is 14. 7 times 40 is 280. C is 30 times 2 is 60. And then 30 times 40 is 1,200. 4 plus 0 is 4. 1 plus 8 is 9. Plus 6 is 15. 1 plus 2 is 3. Plus 2 is 5. 1,554 is what I got over here, close to my estimate, so I feel pretty good. So at this point, you should hopefully feel pretty good about this algorithm. If you don't, please ask. Please let me know so we can go over some problems one-on-one. Tomorrow or the next day you do things, there'll be more kind of work, filling the boxes, seeing if you can figure out what's going on, solving some problems. And I think that's the last. I don't know, there's a couple more because then there's some story problems too. So just some more practice with this so that you feel comfortable so that when you assess on it, you can show mastery. Bye-bye.